What up? What up? What up, y'all? We are in week 7, and we're coming at you live with another edition of the fifth quarter. But before we get into no, we in week. Wait, are we in week 7? 7, 8. We are in week 7. Oh, a lot of games been knocked out already. Wow. All right, so yeah, we gotta do week 6 recap, and let's get into this thing, shall we? And the first up from week 6 recap, we got Cardinals. Corvallis went against Cowboys Pearl, and Corvallis took care of business 24-14. I took the Cowboys to win this game. Cardinals was impressive in this one. You know, their defense played outstanding. You know what I mean? Their defense played great. They got the win. They did enough on offense as well. So Cardinals got the win. This is a great win for the Cards, because anytime you get a win like this playing against one of the top guys, it's always a great win, because, you know, like I say, you send a message to, you know, if y'all meet in the playoffs. You know what I mean? These two won't play again unless they meet in the playoffs. And Cards just showed Cowboys he gonna have to bring it if he planned on getting past Cards. So that was a good win for the Cards. I was watching pretty much this game. He pretty much dominated the whole game. To me, the score don't really dictate to me how the game was. I think the Cards flat out was dominating this game, and they got the win by 10. Next was Dre against Young Train. Falcons ain't having the season I anticipated him having. I figured by now he'd get this team where he needed to be, but Falcons is still they still, you know, not on top of their game. They study struggling, and Panthers showed no mercy. They won 42-21. This was a division game, and Panthers definitely came in and took care of business at home. Then we had Colts Scott win against Abercrombie, upset of the week, I'ma say. No, this wasn't upset of the week, but this was still a great win. Now, I've been telling y'all about, ever since Scott gave up that first game, he gave up over 100 points, right? And, you know, granted, that's a lot of that what went down in that game is him just being frustrated and him just passing, not caring, and Study just putting the ball in his hands and in his opponent's hands, and that's what happened. That's why the score got out of crazy like that. He no longer cared. He was just doing whatever. But I've said after that game, I've said Scott been playing good ball. He lost a few close ones. Like ever since he played right after that game, he played I think he played the Bengals, which was Murph, and he lost by a little bit of points. Then he lost by a little bit of points to somebody else. And I said, yo, you know what? Scott is playing good ball. Matter of fact, did Colts win last week? Hold on, let me go. Yeah, Colts won. Well, he won the he got the force, but I think the Colts did beat somebody else. Anyway, unless I'm confusing the leagues. Where's the Colts at? I might be confusing the leagues here. Yeah, I think I am, because he lost to Big Rico. But Scott been playing good ball lately. I've been saying that, even though he been losing, and I've been saying build on that. You know what I'm saying? You losing close games, it's all good. Just build on that. You know what I mean? And he's been turning it around, and I'm happy to see that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be one of the first to say that. You know, if I'm one of the first to, which I am going to be the first because I'm the one doing this fifth quarter. But if I'm quick to say, you know, or not even bashing it, because I don't bash nobody, I just keep it real. But if I'm quick to say, you know, that you're doing bad, then I'm quick to say when you're doing good. And Scott has been playing great ball lately. And if he could just keep it like that, man, I think he's on his way to successful seasons. You know what I mean? He's been playing great ball. This is a good win. Abercrombie didn't see this one coming. I'm sure he didn't. And So far, what I've been seeing, and I bet you Scott didn't have really no turnovers. Yeah, see, that's been the difference. Scott don't turn the ball over. He's in the games. Is these games he lose, he gets blown out. He got 6, 7 turnovers. That's not gonna fly. You know what I mean? But 1, 2 turnovers, that's something you could work with. And he's definitely turned down his turnovers, and his defense been playing good. So I gotta give the Colts his props. I always say a successful season with certain teams and certain users is not based on whether you made the playoffs or not. It's based on, did you improve from last season? That's what you base the success on. And right now, Coach, you are having a better season already than what you did the entire last season. We're only in week 6, which means that you're in a position to do wonderful things this year. Whatever switch you made, whatever it is that you did to compete in these games, just stay with it. You know what I mean? Just stay with it. You're playing great ball, and it's a good win right here. And hopefully, this could be the start of a beautiful win streak for you. Next was Abe Hope. Tampa Bay Bucks took Seattle. Both teams were undefeated. I took Seattle to win this one. I was wrong. This game had a lot of points scored. Neither defense showed up this game, but Bucks got the win. You know, Bucks got the win at home, and you know, at the end of the day, it's not a terrible loss. You know, it's just a loss. You know, Seahawks had 0 losses. I'm sure he wanted to try to go as far as he could with 0 losses, but you know what? At least you got the monkey off your back now, when you ain't got to worry about, you know, first loss coming. You got it. Move on. You know, and just keep playing good ball like you've been doing. Tampa Bay's been playing outstanding ball so far. Haven't been able to say that about Tampa Bay since season 1, really, since we started this franchise for this Madden. I haven't been able to talk good about Tampa Bay, but he seemed to found something finally, and hopefully he can continue to build on that. Next up, another upset was Big Rico against Minnesota Vikings. I would have took Minnesota to win this game, but I would have took it to been close, but I would have been wrong no matter how you spin it. Once Minnesota come out my mouth as the winner, I'm all wrong. Giants won this game. Not only did Giants win this game, Giants put up just about 60 points. Now, I don't know what happened in this game other than I'm guessing there was many turnovers thrown by Minnesota. There you go, 7 turnovers. That's always a common denominator when you start seeing scores like this. But nevertheless, man, great win for the Giants. Big Rico, I used to say Big Rico was getting better. I used to always speak about him and say his game got better, but for whatever reason, it seemed like he took steps back. This type of win right here gotta make you feel good. It gotta make you feel like, you know, we did something right, and we want to continue to do right. You know, you got to be able to take things that you did from this and apply it moving forward. You know, listen, I tell anybody, man, I'm always trying something new. Whether I'm losing or winning, if I'm, you know, that game going, I'm trying something new, and I'm just kind of experimenting to add it to my repertoire moving forward. You know what I'm saying? No sense for me to keep calling the same stuff all game. Now, I don't know what happened in this game as far as that, but I'm just saying, with a score like this, you know, maybe the Giants stumbled upon something during this game. Who knows? But there's no times you have seen the Giants blow somebody out like this. But this is a good win. This is a good momentum builder. This is a good morale, a high morale for the locker room. This is good, and no matter how you look at it, this is a great win for the Giants. I'm hoping that he definitely can build on this. I'm hoping this is the beginning of something wonderful. And this is a bad loss for the Vikings. 54-19 can't happen. You know, you gave up 54 points. I don't know what happened that game, but that can't happen if you plan on competing, you know, in the league or talking playoffs. That's just not going to fly. Minnesota look like they got some issues going on after this performance. But good win for the Giants, man. I'm looking forward to see who he play next. Next was myself against Bills. You know, look, man, only thing I got 2 syllables for this game. Wi-Fi. And y'all know me, I ain't never get up here and make up no excuse for nothing. But when I tell you the Wi-Fi was acting up big time, everything was a delay. And y'all know what I mean when I say delay, meaning you push the button and you don't even nothing happen at that very second. It's like a second after. So it was just one of those games. Wifey and them had the TV out here. I didn't want to debolt, so I took it in my room, and I tried to play on Wi-Fi. It didn't work. Nevertheless, it's on me. I didn't have to play it. I could have waited, but I felt like we could get it off, and we took an L behind it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing we could do about that. But I tried to tell on some BS, man. If we played 10 times, he'll be lucky to win twice. You know what I mean? I can't recall the last time he ever beaten me, let alone shut me out. But nevertheless, it's not his fault. He's supposed to take it. He got the win. He got taken to run with it. But the funny thing is, we up in AGS, so just know that, and there won't be no Wi-Fi. And then we'll see what happens in that game. Totally different outcome. Trust me when I tell you. But he got the win, and he moves on to week 7. See who we play next, and we move on to week 7 with a loss and our belt from week 6. Next was Washington against Major Factor. Great game. Look, man, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with, you know who I'm impressed with in this game? The Texans. I'm impressed with the Texans in this game because he only gave up 17 points. Money Mascot offense is deadly. He only gave up 17. He pretty much put the clamps on Washington. Washington passed for more yards than he ran, and maybe he took what he gave him. Maybe he gave up the run, so he decided to take the run. But I'm impressed. Houston had 4 turnovers, only lost by 3. These are the type of games that I know there's if you lost, you lost, but this is a good loss right here. If I'm the Texans and if I'm the Texans, I'm watching right now, and I'm hearing, and he hearing what I'm saying. You have 4 turnovers and you lost by 3. You know what I mean? You had a chance to win regardless of the turnovers, which is something that's very rare. This is a good loss for Texans. I've been telling y'all, Major Factor's been one of the hottest dudes in my leagues, and he's been proving it. Now, granted, I also said Washington got one of the best defenses in this league, personnel-wise, top to bottom. So this was a regular performance for Washington as well. So all around the board, this was a good game, man. I hit the wrong button. This was a good game right here. And like I said, if I'm the Texans, I'm not even mad at this loss. I'm mad that I lost, because I feel like this is a game I should have won. 4 turnovers, I lost by 3. It's a good show out for Houston, man. His defense showed up. If his offense could have gave him at least 21 points or 20 points, he would have got the win. But Washington, like I said, Washington's gonna be a problem all season, regardless of what. Let's not get sidetracked here. Washington did win, so this is a good win. You know what I'm saying? This is a good win. Major's been one of the hottest players, and he took a loss, so this is a great win on Washington's behalf. But that was a good game all in all. Good game all in all right there. And Washington came away with the win. I said I was curious to see how Major would show up against this Washington team, and he held his own. Good game. Next was Las Vegas Raiders. Marzelli went against the Rams, and the Rams got blown out 49-9. I'm guessing many turnovers as well. 6. Well, 6 is still a lot. I thought it was gonna be more than that though. Washington scored 35 points in the 4th quarter. He went in the 4th quarter only up 14-9, and then he won a 35-0 run. I don't know what happened this game, Rams, but you was in the game. You was in it. You had a shot to do something, and you just collapsed in the 4th quarter. It happens, nothing you could do about it. With that type of performance, all you could do is throw that videotape out the window, forget about it, move on to next week, improve, get better. Next was Trey Dog. Saints went against Navarrete, Chicago Bears. I tell you one thing, ever since after the other season, Chicago Bears, they've been taking some lumps. Like they kind of took a back seat. They started off doing great, I think 2 seasons ago. Matter of fact, last season and the season before, they had a nice run towards the end of the season, even though they took the team on late. But last season, they had a good season. This season, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're off to a slow start. But it happens, you know what I'm saying? It happens. Scheduling is everything. You know what I'm saying? Come out and you face top guy, the type top guy. You got to be on your A game, front and center. And Saints jumped all over the Bears and never looked back. He got the win 42-14. And Saints Trey Dog got that Saints team looking like a problem over there. And to close out the game, we had Chiefs against Chargers. Look, I took the Chargers to win this, and I definitely took the Chargers to win this because the Chiefs beat him a few weeks ago, and I didn't think the Chiefs was going to sweep the Chargers. But guess what? He did it. The Chiefs swept the Chargers, and the Chargers is their offense is struggling right now. They haven't really been scoring too many points at all this season, and the Chiefs got some type of revenge from last season because last season the Chiefs got swept by the Raiders. So the Chiefs came out, got revenge, and as a matter of fact, the Chiefs got the first win against the Raiders this season. So he on his way to sweeping them too. Chiefs looking like they definitely got a chip on their shoulder from last season, and right now they coming out the gate swinging. But we all know it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But time being, Chiefs is definitely playing like they're a top 10 team in the league. I said I was going to get the power rankings out. I didn't do it. I'll make sure I make it my business to get it out before league advance tomorrow. And I got to get on top of that so we can see who these top 10 guys are. But great win for the Chiefs, man. Chargers, he got 2 losses in that division, courtesy of the Chiefs. He played the Broncos already, and I think he lost. I'm not sure. But Chargers like they got some work to do. A lot of time left to clean up whatever mess he needs to clean up over there in Los Angeles. But I'm pretty sure he didn't expect to get swept by the Chiefs. But nothing he could do about it now. Great win for the Chiefs. Moving right along, week 7. Quite a few games. Well, a lot of games been knocked out already, which is a great thing. First up, we have Ravens and Bengals. Didn't see this one coming. I would have took the Ravens, but I would have took it way closer than this. He won 38-21. Bengals had 5 turnovers. That's not going to get it done at all. And Ravens, they ran the ball effectively. You know what I mean? They ran the ball effectively, and they play good defense. So it's a great win. This is a division win, a division game at that. So this is a big time game. They play each other one more time, and that division between me, Ravens, and Bengals like is definitely shaping up to be something. I haven't played the Ravens yet. We still got to meet twice. I already beat the Bengals once, but we play again another week. That's going to be a big game. So this division is shaping up to be something. Big time win for the Ravens in week 7 over the Bengals. Next was Dre. Carolina Panthers went against the Lions. Lions competed. Came up just a little short, but you know what? I like to see that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind you losing, but you definitely lost in a competitive fashion. I tip my hat to you. You just joined the league. You just took over this Lions team. This Lions team ain't nothing that you put together. So you playing with whatever roster that was dealt to you. Respect to you for that. You know what I mean? And you still came out and put up a nice performance, which tells me you got game with you. You lost this week. It's all good. Just keep battling and build up the pieces that you got over there, and you know, just lock in and get ready for a strong second half of the season. Why is this set? That's crazy. I must have hit the button or something. But yeah, all right, yeah, we got me against the Steelers, against Spaz. And Spaz is 0-5, but you know what? He's probably the best 0-5 team I ever seen in a while. Meaning most of his losses is very close losses. They could have turned out on the other side. He could have got the win, but he didn't. You know, but I know what he is gonna do. He's gonna keep competing, and I can't afford to come out this week and act like I'm playing against an 0-5 team and I'm gotta come out and lock in and do what I do and get this win. We on the road, so we gotta make sure that we show up and show out. Browns favor in this one by 5 over the Steelers. Next, we had Saints against the Bucks. Bucks got their first loss of the season. That Saints defense was all over them, 24-3. I didn't see this one coming. I would have took I would have took the Saints to win this, but not by this margin. Bucks didn't do nothing on offense. I mean, they only had 63 yards. That's unacceptable. Too many weapons over there that have so little yards. Saints jumped all over him. That Bucks defense didn't show up at all. This is a bad loss for the Bucks. But you know what? It's the first loss, so it's not nothing that you want to keep your head down about. But it's definitely something that will raise concerns. 24-3 against one of the top guys. Can't have that. You know what I mean? You gotta show up better than that. And he didn't get it done. Good win for the Saints, and the Bucks got their first loss of the season to the hands of the New Orleans Saints. Next is DK against Black Star, Minnesota Vikings. Black Star coming up a game where he just gave up 50-something points to the Buffalo Bills, which tells me, not the Buffalo Bills, the New York Giants, which tells me the current NFC champ, Green Bay Packers, is going to have a similar performance. Give me Green Bay in this one. 41-19. 41-19 Packers over the Vikings. Next game that was played, Born Ready blew the doors off the hinges against Patriots. I gotta tell you, Jets just looking like he just owned this division. Miami swimming with the fish. New England looking like they about to join them and swim with the fish right with them. Can't have this type of performance against your division opponents. Gotta play better ball than this. This is just unacceptable. We give up 50 points. I'm guessing common denominator, many turnovers. Whoa, only 4 turnovers. I don't know what happened in this game. He only had 4 and gave up 50 points. Passed for 400 yards. So I guess that'll do it. And then he had nothing on offense. This was a dominating performance by this Jets team over New England. And if I'm New England, this type of game right here definitely puts us in a state of, we got to figure something out, and it definitely got the morale low. That's not a good performance at all by New England. Next was Jerry win against the Chiefs. Upset alert. Didn't see this one coming at all, and this is a bad loss for the Chiefs on the strength of he had a chance to really run in that division and do big things, because he swept the Chargers twice. So you got to figure he came into the season and, of course he's not expecting to get swept by the Chargers, but he figured they'll split, right? So all right, he figured he'll probably win one and lose one. He'll split with the Chargers. But no, he swept the Chargers, which is a beautiful thing, right? Which means that you cannot afford to put up losses, because trust me when I tell you, when he looked at Jerry on the schedule, he counted this as a win. And there's nothing wrong with it. Guess what? I counted this as a win for the Chiefs. But he lost, which now kind of negates you sweeping the Chargers. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when you lose to teams you shouldn't lose to, and you beat teams that could have went either way, that's one of the top teams. That team that you lost to, that you count on winning, them losses hurt. Now the Chiefs still got a good record. Don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is that when you got a chance to do great things, you got to do great things. You cannot get knocked back down off the top of the ladder to teams that just been playing, inconsistent ball. Titans been playing inconsistent ball. Period. Point blank. This is a loss the Chiefs cannot suffer. They only scored 7 points. I don't know what happened this game. I don't know. I can't even begin to say what happened, other than, of course, I know Chiefs didn't have no offense this game. He had 4 turnovers. That's definitely not going to help. But great win for the Titans, man. He's been struggling tremendously. Hopefully the Titans can build off this win. Right about now, it looked like the strength of that Titans team is the defense. So you know what, man? At this point, you don't need the quarterback to win you the game. You just need him not to lose it. And you need to just let your defense come out and do their thing. Kansas City got a nice high-powered offense, and you shut them down to 7 points. That's a real tip of the cap to you, my friend. Big time win for the Titans, man, and a bad and a real unexpected loss for the Chiefs. Next, playmaker Chargers shut the Texans out. Styles make fights. And to make matters worse, these two know each other. They're real close. So they know each other's game. But by looking at this score, Chargers look like he know the Texans game a little more than the Texans know the Chargers game. I haven't seen Major Factor take a loss like this in a while, but you know what? It happens. All he could do, wait till week 7 is over, get ready for week 8. Big and good win for the Chargers, especially after losing to the Chiefs last week. Good bounce back win for the Chargers. Next, we had Pearl. Cowboys win against Scott LaRock and the Indianapolis Colts. Colts didn't get the job done against Dallas. Not the end of the world. You know what I mean? You've been playing good ball lately. You only gave up 30. I mean, 30 is a lot, but there's plenty of guys and plenty of times guys give up 50, 60 points. You know what I mean? So, you slipped up this week. You went into Dallas. Maybe you were still celebrating that win over Philly. Who knows? But you got ramrodded this week, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You've been playing good ball lately. I wouldn't let this loss distract me from the way I've been playing lately. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta understand Pearl is he's a different breed. So you probably don't even used to playing him as much. But the more you play him, the more familiar you get. But good one for the Cowboys. Next we got Rams and Young Train. I like the way the Rams played last week. He lost. But matter of fact, he got blown out. He was competing, but he gave up 30-something points in the fourth quarter. I don't know what happened in the fourth quarter. But I'm gonna take Young Train to win this week. Young Train, you gotta win sooner or later, bro. I've been picking you to do your thing this season. It hasn't happened. Rams look like he's trying to figure some things out over there. So you gotta get this one at home, man, and get ready for week 8. Give me the Falcons this week, 28-14. Next, we had Carnage against Cardinals, and Broncos took care of business in a big way. Hey, they're the Super Bowl champs, man. They still looking like they're trying to get back there to repeat. Yeah, hold on, Mari. Wait a second. Broncos got to win 31-19, and this is a big time win for the Broncos. This is what you call sending a message to a possible NFC Super Bowl candidate. You know what I mean? He sent the message. 31-19. Good win for the Broncos. Listen, he got this team a ring, but he ain't slack off with them. He's still on top of his game with this Denver team. So they're looking like they're gonna be a problem, and they ain't going nowhere. So that's a good win for the Broncos. Next, we had Rocket win against K-Lou. Wow, Miami got a win. Not used to seeing that too much lately. They confidence been in the tank. They got to win, but they got to do more work. They got some work to do over there. They've been taking way too many losses early in the season. They got to do some work over there. Jets is running away with that division as we speak. But he got a good win against the Jags this week, and in order for you to put together some type of win streak, you got to start somewhere, right? Maybe Miami, maybe this be the game that they start from. We'll see. Then we got Marzelli Raiders going against Third World Seattle Seahawks. Raiders been playing, the Raiders been playing good ball this season. I got to give them his props. Raiders been playing good ball. Seahawks suffered their first loss of the season last week. Will he get a second loss back to back? We gonna find out. I'm actually gonna take the Raiders in the upset this week. Give me the Raiders. I like the way they've been playing, man. I know Seahawks is the favorite and everything. They're at home. I get all that, but I gotta go with the upset in this one. I think the Raiders come in and steal one in Seattle. I think it's close though. Give me Raiders 35, Seahawks 31. 35-31 Raiders over the Seahawks and an upset over Seattle. And to close out the week, we got Abercrombie coming off an upset loss to the Colts last week against Big Rico, coming off a blowout win over the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to go upset in this one too. Give me the Giants this week. That's 2 upsets I'm picking back to back. Give me the Giants, man. Look, he looked great last week. You know what I'm saying? I know that has nothing to do with the opponent he's playing now, but look, man, confidence is everything. I always say that, and I can't stress that enough. Confidence is everything. Confidence is half the battle. A lot of times you got confidence, you already won the game before you even played. I think the Giants fly into this game, confidence sky high at home, got the momentum. Colts coming off a loss to the, Eagles coming off a loss to the Colts. I'm sure he's going to look to get back and try to rewrite his wrong this week. But I think the Giants, between the two teams, the Giants fly into this game with more morale, more swag, and I got the Giants pulling this out at home in a close one as well. But nevertheless, I got Big Blue winning. And I'm going to go Giants 27, Eagles 23. 27-23, Giants over the Eagles. So my upset picks of the week are Giants over the Eagles, Raiders over the Seahawks, and, well, that's it. That's it. Yeah, so those are my two upset picks of the week, Raiders and Giants. And the upsets happen, but I wouldn't have took them. And plus, they already played, so it don't even matter. But as far as what's left, I got Raiders and Giants. Now we just gotta wait and see how this play out. But yeah, man, I'll see y'all week 8, and I got that mid-season report coming out to y'all this weekend. Mid-season report coming out to y'all, and I'm definitely gonna have them power rankings coming out before they advance. And and the power ranking is going to be based on teams coming into this week, not what happened this week. Coming into this week is going to be top 10. So if you see somebody, you know, ranked number 4 or something, you be like, oh, they just lost. That has nothing to do with this week. So my top 10 is going to be up to week 6. You know what I mean? Because everybody didn't play this week, so I can't judge by what happened already this week. But yeah, man. So mid-season report coming this weekend. Find out what's going on around the league. And power rankings coming out, and my hound dogs, we got a game we're gonna get ready for against the Steelers division game. So but I see y'all. Well, actually, I'm not even gonna be home to advance. Bap Ib, I'm gonna be checking in with y'all to let y'all advance, because tomorrow we got a major snowstorm coming. I'm gonna have to be out working late. I ain't gonna be home till stupid late, so I won't be home to advance nothing. So one of y'all gonna have to advance it, but I'll be in touch with y'all. But in any case, I see y'all, and I'm Ghost.